Welcome back, everyone. I wanted to go ahead and kind of make something kind of new on this channel and kind of start breaking down some beginner guides, just like how I did with the iPhone 12 and I think with the Galaxy S20 as well. And I want to go ahead and do it on this channel with older phones, some more popular used older phones that people may be picking up for the first time. So let's go and start breaking down first with the S6s and the 6s Plus. I think these two phones are year over year some of the more popular used phones that people end up looking up. So I'll interchange between both phones, but the layout is almost exactly the same for the 6S and the 6S Plus. So looking on the front very first, I'm going to go ahead and just break down basically what all the buttons are for this device first. On the front, you have your front panel, which is 4.7 inches, and this is pretty much where you're going to be interacting with the phone most. You have the speaker grill, you have a microphone array here and the IR sensor, you have the home button right here. On the bottom, you have headphone jack, speaker grill, lightning port right there, which is where you charge your device. And on the back, you have your aluminum back, no wireless charging, nothing like that. Single camera setup here, microphone, and your flash sensor as well. Now on the side, you have your power button right here. So this is exactly how you're going to go ahead and power up your phone. You have your SIM card eject tool here, or your SIM card ejector. And if you happen to have a SIM card eject tool ready, you can go ahead and insert it here, take the SIM card out and put it in, and that's pretty much how you do that. On the left side of the device, you have your volume up button, volume down button, and your mute and on-off ringer switch. So if you want your phone to be muted or silent, or you want your phone to be loud, you want to go ahead and move your ringer switch to the left side if you want it to be muted. So as you can see, if you see the red, then you're set. If you want to make your phone, loud and have rings and sounds and all that stuff, where your phone to be ringing, then you want to go this way. But you can still be muted and still hear system sounds and still listen to music and all that good stuff. So that's pretty much quick layout of the outside. Now, if you want to go ahead and power on your 6S or 6S Plus for the first time, what you want to do is you want to hold down the power button on the left side, and you can go ahead and just pretty much turn it on just like this. Now, if it's fully off, or let's say your phone is on and you want to power it off, well, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and hold down this power button on the right side until you get into this panel. What you want to do here is you want to go ahead and just slide to power off, and your phone will power off. Now, I will tell you, it is a little bit of an older device, so it may take a second or two to fully power off, but this is pretty much how you would go ahead and power off your device. So you can see you can click the buttons and everything. Now at this point, you can click the buttons and everything, but nothing's going to end up working out because it's fully powered off. But to power it on, you want to hold down this specific button right here, the power button, until your phone shows you this specific display for both the 6S and 6S Plus, and you're just going to have to wait until it fully boots on. So this is pretty much how you go ahead and power on and off your phone. This is the power button if you want to turn your phone on or off or restart it or force restart it. Hold down this button and it'll fully power off or fully power on. So that's pretty much the power button. Now, if you want to just wake your display up, you can easily just click the home button right here, and it'll go ahead and take you into your front panel. Now, this is your lock screen. So if you want to, just see your notifications and stuff at a quick glance, your camera, your status bar, you'll pretty much have access to everything here. Now, if you want to get to the next screen, you want to go and click the home button again. And now this is your home display. Any notifications you get will come up from the top just like this. You have pretty much, this is the whole entire layout. If you want to swipe away notifications, you can do so by doing this. And this is the layout. You'll have your apps here. Now you'll have a little bit of a dock down here. This is consistent, so whichever page you're on, these apps will always be here. So you can always move apps from here down here, and I'll show you how to do it in a second. If you swipe to the left, you can pretty much see all the widgets that you have available. Now if you don't see any, you can go and click edit. You can go and add a widget if you want to, click done. And now we have these widgets here, and this is really cool. You should have more than I do. I'm not too sure why I don't have any widgets here. But if you want to add a widget to your home panel, you can just go ahead and drag it just like so. And you can add widgets just normally how you normally would on any other device. And so widgets are like this, and apps are like this, and swiping between pages is just as easy. If you download an app, it's either going to be here or it's going to be in your app library. So if I swipe all the way to the side, you can pretty much see this new app library that's within iOS 14. This is pretty much where all your apps will reside. If you want to see a system, basically a full view, you can swipe down just like this and see pretty much all your apps here. So if you want to go ahead and call somebody, message somebody, you can see all that stuff straight through here. So this is pretty much that specific panel. Now the next thing is, let's just talk about the home button for a second. So if you're ever accidentally go into an app, let's just say we go into settings, well, you might be asking yourself, well, how do we go back home? Well, you go back home by clicking the home button right here. So you just want to click the home button, and now you can go back into your panel. This is your home screen. This is where you're always going to go back to. So even if you go open up phone and you want to go back home, you go and click here, and that's basically your safe spot. This is where you're always going to go back to. But let's say you go into settings, and let's say you want to go back into your phone call without having to constantly go back and clicking out the last app. Well, you can do so by double clicking here and getting into multitasking. So you want to double click right there, and now you can see all the apps that you open. So let's say you want to go back into your specific phone call, well, you can go ahead and double click here pretty fast. So you don't want to go like this and then this, you want to go double click. So you want to kind of double click it just like this. At that speed, you'll come here, and now you can go back to your previous app. You can double click again, go back here, or you can go back into any other app that you also have in your multitasking panel. Now, it is good practice to delete or close out of apps that you don't normally use. This phone has 2 gigs of RAM, so if you're using a 6S or 6S Plus, it doesn't have the most amount of RAM, so clearing out of apps is probably the best thing to do. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you exactly how to make phone calls, messages, and even, make a contact and all that stuff. So first of all, let's make our way over to our phone call right here. And let's say we want to add a contact. Well, what we would do is, as you can see, this is our phone, this is our contacts page. If you happen to be on a different page like here or something, you want to locate the contacts button right here and go and click it. So right there. Now you'll locate at the top right, there's a little plus button. So what we want to do is go and click this plus button right there. We're going to come into this page. Now this is where you're going to have to take a little bit of justice on yourself and pretty much ask the people or get the contact information of those specific people. So you can get the name, the last name, the company, and this is where you would go ahead and add the phone number of that person. So you would go ahead and click the plus here, and you would go ahead and dial in that phone number. So if the phone number was this, you would go ahead and put that all in and go ahead and just type in that phone number. Now there's a lot of other information here too. It's typically not needed. Most people will not go through here, but you can go ahead and add through it if you want to. And once you're ready, you want to go ahead and I'll just put in a fake name here. I'll just go and say shop or something. It doesn't matter. What you want to do then is click done. And now that contact will go ahead and be saved. So let's say we wanted to call this person. Well, in this case, let me go and hop out. We have the contact saved. What we want to do is click that phone, and you should be back into your contacts panel, or you'll be here, or you'll be here, or you'll be here. In this case, let's just make our way to our contacts panel, and we want to find that specific contact. So as you can see, I can see shop right there. What I'm going to do is going to get a click there, and now we have the ability to call them or message them. So let's say we wanted to call them. Well, we would go ahead and click mobile, click call right there. Now it's saying call, call failed for me because I don't have a SIM card here, but typically you would be able to call them straight from there. Now let's say, you want to message them instead. Well, there's a little message button here. Go and click there, and it will go ahead and take you into your messages app, and you'll be able to text this person or whatever you want to. So if you wanted to text them something, go and click there. You would then click the little send button, which is right there, and that would basically send off the message to that specific person. And that's really pretty much the layout. But you don't have to necessarily open up the phone calls, the app, in order to message them. You could also click the messages icon right there, and you would pretty much come into this specific page. You want to go ahead and click on this little icon right here, and you'll come here, and you can pretty much just type in that specific contact just like so. Go and click that, and you'll pretty much be able to do the exact same thing. You'll be able to contact them just like this. So that's exactly how you phone people, message people, and add a contact for your iPhone 6S or 6S Plus. Now the next thing is how to access the control center for your iPhone 6S. Now this is a very basic thing, and it's pretty much for any iPhone. Now what the control center is it allows you to change some peripherals, your brightness, your sound, but also allows you to have widgets within the control center as well and little toggles. So in order to do that, what you want to do is to swipe up from the little home screen here or any other app, and you'll pretty much come into this. Now this is your control center. So how to access it is pretty much just like so. You want to swipe up from the bottom and get here. Now for some reason, if that doesn't work, you want to make your way over to your settings app, which is right here. You want to scroll down until you see control center, which is right here. So go and click there. And you want to make sure access within apps and just show is enabled. If this is disabled, then there may be some problems. So you just want to make sure that's enabled. And while we're here, we want to scroll down and we want to add a specific toggle, which is the screen recording toggle. So let's go and click that. And now that we have that enabled, we just have to hop out and swipe up once more. And now you can see we just added a toggle as well. So this is pretty much a breakdown. These are your peripherals. These are your airplane mode. If you want to take off data, your Wi-Fi, your Bluetooth settings. If you're playing any songs, it'll play here. Your auto rotate. So if you want your phone to, basically change display and go to landscape, if you go this way or if you go this way, you can go ahead and keep that on. Typically people keep it off. Do not disturb. Your brightness toggle and your sound. So if you want to increase your sound or decrease your sound, you can do so here without clicking the volume buttons. Your brightness, you can increase and decrease it right there. And then your screen screen mirroring options that they get, which I think I already said. Now down here, like I said, you have your toggles. So if you typically, when you're stuck and you don't change any toggles, the four up top are the ones you usually have. So your flashlight, that's basically how you enable the flashlight, is just by clicking that. This is a timer. So if you click here, you can go into the clock app and pretty much be able to change or add a little alarm. The calculator app, which is right there, and then the low power mode app. So if you want to go ahead and go on low power mode, you can go and click there and pretty much move on. But here we have the screen recording toggle. So I'll pretty much show you exactly how to set up that screen recording toggle and how to screen record on your iPhone 6s. So first of all, you want to go ahead and go into your control center options if you haven't already done so, and you want to enable that control center toggle. So go into control center right here, scroll down until you see screen recording and add that to your control center. So here you see screen recording. So what we're going to do now, as long as you see screen recording there, you want to swipe up and we have that screen recording toggle. So all we need to do now is click screen record right there. You might have to click it twice. And as long as it counts down from 3, 2, 1, it will go ahead and allow you to actually start screen recording. So right now, we're screen recording whatever we need to. And if you see this red top bar, that pretty much means you are being screen recording your app or whatever. So now you can move around, do whatever you want to. And whenever you're done screen recording, all you have to do is click up there. It'll go and bring up this little toggle. You want to click stop, and it will pretty much save that video into your photo gallery. So let's make our way over to our photo gallery, which is right here. And pretty much this is where all of our photos are, videos are, everything like that. So all we have to do now is click on that little screen recording toggle. And as you can see, we now have that screen recording here. So now you can send this off to whoever you want to and pretty much move on from there. It's a very easy process to do. So that's exactly how you screen record. But a thing that most people are going to probably end up doing more is screenshotting. So this is exactly how you screenshot on your iPhone 6s. You want to locate the power button, which is on the right side of the phone, which is right here. And you want to locate the home button, which is right here, like we stated before. All you have to do is pretty much hold down the power button and the home button for just like a split second. So go like this, just like that, and wait for the screenshot to be taken. So I'll go ahead and demonstrate it here. Power button here, home button here, hold it down. And you'll see, as long as you see that animation, that means it's screenshotted. And you'll know it's right because you'll see the little screenshot here. So it'll go ahead and swipe away for a second. Now, if you want to access that screenshot, what you want to do, you want to make your way over to your Photos app just like this. You'll probably come into a page like this. You want to swipe down all the way until you can see that screenshot. So all you want to do now is click on that little screenshot right there. And you can see that you have now taken that screenshot. Now, if you want to send this photo off to somebody, you can only click on the phone right there. You want to click on the little share button, which is right there. You'll come here. Now you can message it to somebody. You can airdrop it to somebody, mail it, Twitter, Facebook, notes it to somebody. Like, you have a lot of different capability here. You can also copy the photo, add the photo to an album, duplicate the photo, and a lot of other options here. And you guys can go ahead and figure it out because there's a lot of different options here. But that's pretty much how you take a screenshot and how you can also send it off to somebody. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is pretty much demonstrate how to download an app and pretty much a little walkthrough of the App Store. So right here, you have the App Store. That's pretty much what it looks like. And this is how you're going to download pretty much every single app that you need. So you're going to go in here. You can swipe through if you want to update your phone, if you want to update your apps. There's also options here. You want to go ahead and pretty much click on your little panel right here. Scroll down and you'll be able to see all your apps here that you have the ability of actually updating, which is great. What you want to do is if you want to download an app, you would go and click out of here. You want to click the little search button right here and search up any app that you want to. So let's just say we want to download Snapchat. You want to go ahead and type in Snapchat, click search, and find that specific app that you want. So if you want to download Snapchat or WhatsApp or whatever app, you want to go search for it and download that specific app. And like I said, you can also update the app there. And that's pretty much the process to how to do that and how to download apps. Now, the last thing we're going to show you is how to update your phone just in case you want to update it to the most recent version or to even check if there's an update available. So what you want to do in that case is you want to go ahead and click on the settings icon just like here. You'll pretty much come into this little page. You want to scroll down until you see general, which is right here. What you want to do then is see the second option that says software update. You want to go ahead and click there. You'll come into this panel and pretty much it'll go ahead and allow you to see whether you're up to date or whether you have an update available. If there is an update available, all you have to do is click download and install, and you pretty much be able to install and download that update. If it says something else or if it doesn't allow you to do that, then again, I would recommend rebooting your phone as I showed you at the beginning of this video and seeing if there's an update available. But most of the time, you're pretty much going to be up to date. So that's really pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions or you want to see another phone of a basic walkthrough of it and pretty much all the peripherals and everything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys can hit that. Also, check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my other channels. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.